Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here today. If you want to follow along, we'll be back in the 15th chapter of the book of Acts, and we're going to look at the people's response to the suggestion that James puts on the table. Verse 22 says, Then it seemed good to the apostles and the elders with the whole church to choose men from among them and send them to Antioch with Paul and Barnabas. They sent Judas called Barsabbas and Silas, leading men among the brothers. So they agree with the proposal that James has made, and they're going to write a letter to send along with them. Just again, pretty much as James had suggested, and they're going to send it back with Paul and Barnabas, along with Judas and Silas, and as the representatives from the church in Jerusalem. And they're going to arrive, get back into, take that letter again back to Antioch. And a couple of things here that strike me. One is the church agreed, it appears, unanimously with what was done. And then they go even further by sending along two other highly respected men with Paul and Barnabas. And this would both be a source of verification. This would back up the message. I think they were also wanting to encourage the new believers and to assure them that the message that the Judaizers had been preaching to them, teaching them, had was in fact an error. And again, it was just an overall way, a total package of showing support, not just for Paul and Barnabas, but especially for these new believers in Antioch, and maybe stepping just a tad outside the bounds of the text, but again, several things that I know that are present. Again, it by sending along the two other men along, it authenticates the decision, makes sure that it's explained correctly. If Paul and Barnabas would have come back and without any witnesses, it's kind of like backing up, being a witness for your own story. And so they get two very, says chief among them, chief among the brethren, leading apostles of the church, and send them along. And what I see, just again, perhaps I'm stepping a little bit outside the boundaries of the text, but I don't believe so. I see the Jerusalem church again supporting Paul and Barnabas, supporting these young believers, being very careful with the new believers, being sure to get them off on the right foot. And that's a lesson that I take very seriously, and I hope that the church today would take that lesson and run with it as well. I think sometimes that the church gets so interested in a lot of things. Sometimes it's status quo. Sometimes it's just keeping our programs going. Sometimes it's a much higher calling. Sometimes we're just so, some churches are so evangelistically motivated. And again, I don't mean to in any way downplay the importance of evangelism and reaching people with the gospel. But over and over, the Bible makes clear to us that we have a responsibility not only to reach people with the gospel, but then to train them up and to disciple them and to bring them along in the faith. And so my challenge, my encouragement to all of us today are to take young believers, new believers, or anyone who is less mature in the faith than we are. Maybe they've been a believer for 20 years, but you've been following Christ for 50 years. So you should be further along in your walk with Christ and able to help them with their walk. That we would take seriously the responsibility we have to one another to disciple and to teach and to train and to come alongside of other believers and to help them and to encourage them in their faith. You think about that today. There's somebody out there, there's a brother or sister in Christ who needs you to encourage them in their walk with Jesus Christ. Think about that today. Have a good weekend. We'll see you here Monday morning.